As many of you know, the leadership team met on Wednesday to discuss the latest Baptist Union guidance and to make a decision on how and when to reopen our church building safely for services, groups and other events. Key to our discussions was the feedback we received from you, our church family, through the survey we recently asked you to complete. Thank you to all those who shared their thoughts with us. It was clear from the feedback that whilst there are strong individual opinions, there is no clear consensus within the church family as to how and when we should return to the church building for church services, which was the primary focus of the survey. There are, however, some interesting outcomes which are worth noting. 42% of those who responded said they felt ready to return to the church building for in-person services, whereas 58% said they did not. 66% said that being able to sing is essential or important to them. 60% said that being able to socialise is essential or important to them. 44% said they would only want to return once there was no limit on the number of people who can attend. And 39% said they would only return once fully vaccinated. Even in this small snapshot, the results clearly show that there is a wide range of views across the church family. And a more detailed analysis shows that whilst there is a significant number of people who feel ready to return to the building, this does not necessarily mean they will do so until certain restrictions are lifted. The guidance for places of worship issued by the government through the Baptist Union, as from the 17th of May, states that services can take place indoors with as many people present as we can fit into our building whilst maintaining social distancing between households. Social interaction is permitted, but only between subgroups of up to 6 people or 2 households. Congregational singing is not permitted, and face coverings remain mandatory. And so with all of that in mind and taking into account the results of the survey and the guidance for places of worship, it is unlikely that a large number of people would actually return to the church building before the 21st of June, which is when all social limits are expected to be removed and congregational singing is likely to be permitted again indoors. However, we as a leadership team recognise that there may be some within the church family who would value being in the church building for church services, even if they are unable to sing and are limited in their social interaction with others. It is right, we feel, that everyone has the freedom to choose now what they wish to do. Therefore, the leadership team have agreed that the church building will reopen for in-person church services from Sunday the 6th of June. Now, booking will be required and capacity will be limited. At this point, there will be no provision for children or young people due to the number of people that will be limited to getting into the building. But people of all ages are welcome to attend the service in person. Now, priority will initially be given to those without internet access, and the available capacity on the booking system, which we'll issue more information about soon, will reflect this. Furthermore, the leadership team hopes that the guidance changes as expected to allow a full return for those who wish to attend without the need for capacity limits and a booking system from Sunday the 27th of June. When we hope an end to all social restrictions and the ability to sing and socialise will encourage the majority of, if not all of, our church family to join us to give thanks to God in praise and worship together. We'll confirm nearer the time the finer details for the 27th of June onwards. including things like the provision of children's and youth work, as well as the arrangements for refreshments, prayer ministry, and any social distancing requirements that remain in place in public settings by that point. We appreciate, however, that even from the 27th of June, some people may feel uneasy about returning in person. And so, as was always intended from the outset, we will continue to live stream every Sunday morning service so that everyone in the church family can participate in the way they choose to, whether in person or online. Both of those proposed dates are, of course, subject to government guidance, and we will amend our plans accordingly if certain restrictions remain in place, communicating that with you as soon as we can. Now, aside from services, it is also possible for house groups of up to 6 people to meet in person in the church building and in homes from the 17th of May. House groups with more than 6 people can meet outdoors. And if any group would like to meet on the church premises, either indoor or outdoor, please do get in touch with me to discuss this with me. All being well, groups of any size are expected to be able to meet indoors from the 21st of June. Also, just so you are aware, Boys Brigade and Girls Brigade have indicated they intend to restart in-person sessions from Monday the 7th of June, that's the week after half term, and they will join our 4 o'clock youth group, which has already started in person on Sunday afternoons. Our Bulrushes toddler group and our Tuesday fellowship, however, do not anticipate restarting in person until September. We will also be unable to hire out the church premises for private parties and gatherings until the 21st of June at the earliest, and we do have to ask that the church building is not used informally for social gatherings by our church family until then either. This is because until that point, every event and gathering must be managed in accordance with the COVID secure guidelines that are in place. And so please wait for us to make it clear to you when the church is open again for general use and access. As always, if you have any questions about anything that I've shared in this update, please do get in touch with me. Over the coming weeks, I will be in touch with group and ministry leaders to discuss what your plans are for the weeks and months ahead. Let me just finish by saying thank you on behalf of the leadership team for your patience, understanding and prayer as we have navigated through this difficult period. And we look forward to being able to welcome everyone back when each of you is ready to return, to raise our voices in prayer and worship, and to share fellowship together as one family in one place.